Perhaps nothing's keeping more business owners, executives awake at night than the idea of their businesses being disrupted. Every company is looking over their shoulder right now, saying, what is going to happen that's going to disrupt what I do? You hear the stories of blockbuster videos, and you hear the stories about Uber, and you hear the stories about the sharing economy, and you hear the stories about how your business is going to be the next to be disrupted. And it's scary. It's a little scary because we all have enough to worry about taking care of our customers and enough to worry about making sure our employees are happy. And we have to worry about now going to bed and waking up and finding out that 3 new social media platforms have come out and that the media is completely changed and that our next generation of kids aren't using the same tools that we use today, and learning needs to be flipped, and the way you're gonna get a cab to the airport is no longer gonna be the same, and. Disruption is scary, but disruption is also an opportunity. And the thing for most businesses is, the problem isn't disruption, because every business on the planet is facing some type of disruption from technology. The real problem is that most businesses aren't ready for it and they don't know what to do about it. And so what I want to share is just a little thought to get you started. And that is, you will not overcome disruption by worrying about it. That's the first and foremost. And the second is, it's very hard to be disruptive until you build a culture that truly understands what it means to transform and to adapt. So today, really what disruption comes down to is it's the companies that are able to make change and iterate the fastest that are the most transformational, that are most disruptive. Disruption, in a lot of cases, starts from within. It starts from having a company where the culture embraces employees' ideas for new technologies and embraces customer feedback and can quickly implement what the market and the street are telling you they want. It comes down to understanding all the new technology trends, IoT, big data, mobility, cloud, but not just understanding what they are and what they do and then taking a whole bunch of time and putting all of them into a silo. It comes down to understanding what all those technologies do and how they can help create better experiences for your customers and for your employees. And of course, how you can tell a better story, right? All these social channels, all this media that's now available to brand, it's not about media just to spill and promote more. It's about being disruptive in terms of telling a better story. When Dollar Shave Club ultimately got sold for $1 billion, it all started out with an entrepreneur, a CEO that said, I want to tell a different story about the problem with razors. He was disruptive to the market, and he became so disruptive that finally he was bought for $1 billion. Disruption isn't something to be afraid of, and it's not necessarily something that you can completely control. It is something to pay attention to. It is something that smart companies are aware. They are looking over their shoulder, but they're also saying, how do we in ourselves become disruptive? It starts with culture, it starts with people, and then it becomes, how do those people embrace technology, embrace tools, embrace stories to get attention in a time where it's very hard to keep people's mind share, to get people to come and pay attention to what you're doing. And so disruption as a whole is not a problem. It's not the end of the world unless you let it become that for you. And the businesses that turn a blind eye and the businesses that panic are going to be the ones that freeze and face the consequences. The businesses that embrace, the businesses that change, the businesses that adapt may in fact become disruptive not only to the markets, but disruptive within themselves, which will ultimately lead to longer lives and better bottom lines.